Alright, I got some progress on the 45s here. Haven't taken a video in a while, but probably see a little better from the outside. You can see I've reframed the two outer ones and I haven't done the center yet. So you can see this outer one is done all the way down and up. I got some plywood tacked up there. This side I've got the first floor done, but I haven't done the second floor yet. Ran into a little rain and whatnot. So the reason I had to do the outers before I did the middle is that all the weight is being held by that middle one and the side one. So what I did is I just ripped the side ones out yesterday and rebuilt the first floor, but you can see right here that wall is not sitting on anything. I took that top plate out because the heights were a little different because the wood is different thicknesses, so all the weight was sitting on the center one. So then I rebuilt this side today. Only about a half day work today, but now the weight has been transferred to this wall, and once I get that side done, the weight will be transferred to the two outer walls, and then I can tear out the middle and redo the middle. And interesting, the center right here is actually kicked out quite a bit, almost an inch and a half. You can sort of see it right here on this board. So when I tear that center out, I'm going to pull everything back in straight, but it's like they built it that way because the top of the wall is right lined up where the old one was, and the bottom is sitting on the foundation. So you'd think, well, it could have kicked out in the middle over time, but coming inside here, you can see that, there we go, that floor joist right there, yeah, it's out about maybe an inch at most, if that was tight at one point. So that's assuming that was tight, but it might have, yeah, and it's rocked a little bit. So yeah, it looks like the whole thing got kicked out a little bit. So we're gonna pull that back in and get it leveled back up straight. But you can see this joist right here, that floor joist. It was completely eaten away by termites. You can see pieces of it down here on the ground. So yeah, there's definitely gonna be some work to do in that floor. A couple of those joists need to get replaced, but man, that is some hard oak. It took me forever to cut through it with the Sawzall. So I don't want to replace them all. I mean, they are mostly still good. What I'm thinking about doing is building kind of a drop ceiling almost out of LVLs. So I'll run a header across here and then bridge to another header about here and kind of box in the whole ceiling with LVL beams. And that way it'll support that second floor above it, but it also gave a real nice look when I box them all in, and then put lights and stuff in them. I think it'll look really nice. So I might do that with the whole first floor down here just to reinforce that floor, because that's about 14-foot span there with only 2x6 oak boards, and they are 100 years old. So when you stand up there, you do get a little bounce. Wow, that sun's really messing up my shot. Yeah, so I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to just box in this ceiling down here and give it, I mean, it'll look really nice. It'll look like, you know, it was intentional for decorative purposes, but really it'll be structural, just trying to reinforce 100-year-old floors. When I did my house, around the corner from here, it had the same thing, and I just ripped them all out and replaced them with 2x10s, but that's a significant expense that we don't want to do here. So the LVLs probably cost me half as much as ripping all that floor out with the new plywood and hardware and everything, joist hangers, because what I did in mine is I ran a band joist all the way around and hung all the floor joists with joist hangers going across, lag bolted that band joist to the top plate, but here it's sitting above the top plate too. So, but anyway, we're moving along. My goal is to have those windows done tomorrow, everything plywooded. Then I can move this door where it belongs. Oh, nice. Move that door over here where it belongs, and then put the two windows in on the front of the house. And my goal is to wrap up everything that needs to be done on the outside of the house so that I can start siding. Yeah. So we're getting there. Slowly, you can see I've got a whole lot of materials. Oh, I found an aluminum brake. I was going to hire out the aluminum, have somebody else do the aluminum, but I found this nice 10-foot trimmer brake, I think it's called, on Craigslist for $400 in Ocean City. So I went and grabbed it, and it's it's gonna save me a lot of money having to hire that out, and then when I'm done with it, I'll sell it. So if you're looking for a brake, let me know, and I'll give it to you for what I paid for it. And there's the windows that are going in. 6 for the gables, and then that one there goes where that door is. So, all right, stay tuned. Alright, I'm on the second floor. Got all these windows all framed up now. Much more support, much stronger. And now I'm going to get ready to plywood it. So, just wanted to give an update. You can see the new modern framing techniques. I got 2x10 headers up there with a jack stud and a king stud holding them up, and then the windows framed in, and I got some cross bracing in there to give some lateral support. This is the master bedroom. Oh, and now all those walls obviously are 2x6 as well, so we can get more insulation in there. So, yep, we're making progress. That was a big hurdle. Next steps: take that window away, plywood that wall, and then that exterior wall there as well. I'm gonna tear the siding off and plywood that. That's the last 2 walls that have any of the old siding on it. So all the walls will now have new plywood and all new windows, nothing old. We can look around up here. So on the second floor, the only places you're going to have some original wood are in this wall right here. I'm going to put some new wood in when I take that window away, so that corner will have some old wood. There's an old 4x4 right here. I left that when I was building the other wall for structural support, and the same thing with this one. That big old post there, just to have some support when I was rebuilding everything. But this whole wall, the rest of it's all new, all the way around. That's all new, and then to the front wall. So the front wall, I didn't replace anything because the porch was still attached to it. So this corner was eaten away, and I replaced some wood there to get rid of the termite damage. And you can hear the Christmas music. It is a week before Christmas, so yeah, but I replaced all that wood. Again, the porch was there, so I didn't want to mess with that roof. These windows here, I gotta do some rework. I wound up going with shorter windows than I originally planned, so I'm going to take these boards out, replace them, and then cut the opening and put those windows in. And then, so this wall is still old studs, and like I said, I'm going to knock all this siding off here and put new plywood on. There was a window here, and I originally just boarded it up, but it does not look that good from the outside. Or, well, since this is the only siding left, I'm just going to take it off and put new plywood on. The plywood will give much more lateral support, so nothing will ever move again. Oh, and we took the ceiling roof down so that I could get to these portions here from down below, and I'm going to put plywood on here as well. Originally, you could just look into the porch roof from here. So we're going to plywood this now. Krista took all that down today. That was a very messy, dirty job. But now I can reach up from underneath there and plywood that all up. And we will be ready for siding very, very soon. That's the goal, siding. Then move inside, plumbing, electric, insulate, drywall, finishing. 6 months to go. 2 people. It can be done. Stay tuned. Going? Alright, so I just wanted to take a quick minute to show you how to put these windows in. I think I have another video on that, but we'll do it again. So what you do is you put some corner pieces of this Protecto wrap in the corner. You make a little slit about 1 inch from the corner, and then you stretch it in to get a solid piece, and then the same thing here. You lay this flat inside here, make a slit, and then stretch it over. Then you put the window in, and then you put this wrap up the side and around the top. Now, this is the front of the house. We've already got the 45s in, and I didn't take any videos of that. I just wanted to make sure that I got this. Now, I put a couple staples in the edge here. This is rubber back tape, or the sticky tape, so the staples will be sealed, but it also helps keep it from curling up as the until it has a good chance to bond to the Tyvek paper. Plus, I'm going to go around and Tyvek tape all these edges. So just wanted to give you that video, and now we're going to put the windows in.